Welcome to Dark Capers Tutorials. This is episode 4, Keyframe Animation. Oh, and by the way, John's got a new microphone.
Yay! I'm back!
Oh, if only he hadn't got a new microphone.
No!
I'm kidding, John. Anyway, this is a little animation I made out of keyframing. This is pretty much as simple as it gets. It's just keyframed and then moved, keyframed, turned. It's just 5-minute thing. Whee. John was damn impressed by this, weren't you, John? John?
Yeah, it made me laugh.
Ah, great. No,
Now, people, before we start this tutorial, I don't know much about the actual animating part, so please forgive me if I get anything wrong.
Dude, it's keyframing.
Keyframing. Whatever, animating, keyframing, blah blah blah.
I know, it's part of animation, John. I mean, you can't really go wrong with keyframing.
Yeah, get on with
Alright, fine. Start a new scene. Right, let's make a simple cube. Does John know how to make a cube?
it. Go to the sphere, and then you reduce all the vertices, so you have a square.
Okay, John doesn't know what he's doing. Click the square tool, hit the square polygon, just click anywhere. You should know how to do this. If you don't, you should probably go to episode 1. Weirdly enough, people keep clicking people keep clicking part 3s before part 1s.
Oh man, my voice went horrible then.
Okay, John. Right, anyway.
Awkward silence.
Click your cube. Right. Remember to go to modify, freeze transformations. So this reduces everything in the channel box to 0. Now let's say we want it to move in the x-axis. As you can see, the numbers go up and down. Let's go back there. Right. Left click, translate x. Then right click and hold and go down to key selected. And then let go. This puts a keyframe on the timeline bar at the bottom. To increase the timeline bar, just go into this little box here and let's just type in 300. Oops, sorry, 300.
Oh.
We are now showing 300 frames. This box shows you how many frames you're looking at, and this box shows you how many frames you have in total. So let's just scroll along, left click the bar and scroll along to about 20 frames, then let go. Then simply move your box in the x-axis. Remember, don't move it in the y-axis or the z-axis because they haven't been keyframed. So let's just move it along to here. Right click, translate x again, and then click key selected again. This puts in your second keyframe. The first one's the start, the second keyframe is the end. Now you can see, if I push the play button, the cube now moves. Does John understand that? See the move?
No, start again.
You missed it. How can you miss it?
No, I didn't. I'm just messing with you.
This is why we don't
You
trust.
got really serious about that. You were like, how did you miss that? Like, how did you miss that?
John has issues, everybody. Go away! It's always you who logs on.
Oh.
Gah. Right, anyway.
Turn off. Oh, no.
You can tell them not to log on at any point.
Oh. That's the third time I've done that.
Why does it always happen when John's here? It just hates John. Anyway, do the same to the y-axis. So remember, key selected for the start. Move it in the y. And then move it. Because, John, that's the one we key selected. If anyone didn't get that joke, it's because I said Y and he just said Y for a laugh, I guess. Scroll along to 40 keyframes. Oh, sorry. You have to remember to click. You have to keyframe it first, then move along the time bar, then move it, and then key select it. So in order, it's key select, scroll on the time bar, move the object, then key select it again. So it's key, scroll.
It's simpler than it sounds.
It's simpler than it sounds, but it's key, scroll, move, key. That's how I remember anyway. So now we see it's moving in 2 dimensions, because in these keyframes it's moving along in the x-axis, and in these keyframes it's moving along in the y. So we got this.
Now we're gonna go into the 3rd dimension.
Just for John, we're going to go into the 3rd dimension. Go to the z-axis.
We added another dimension.
Do the same again. So it's key, scroll, move, key. I should probably write an acronym or something down for that. We'll put it on a t-shirt. So now, if you want to go back to straight to the start of the animation, just click this little button here, which is go to start. Then click play. And there's a little animation moving in the 3rd dimension. You can actually do that all at once. So I'll just show you that now. So if I click the top one, click shift, click the bottom one, right click, key selected, I can now move it in all 3 of the dimensions, anywhere I like so, and then key selected again, and it will move in all 3 dimensions, like so. The computer basically works out the best route to its location using all 3 of the axes. Right, to delete keyframes, right click, shift click and drag. I'm tired. Shift click and drag over all the keyframes, right click, delete. That just deletes all the keyframes that you don't want. See, it no longer plays them. Now, the same thing is for the rotate, except the rotate keyframes are here. So if I want to rotate in the X, same thing again, right click, key selected, move along the time bar, remember to select the one that is in the highlighted as yellow, as that is the one you've just keyframed. So rotate it in, actually, let's type 360 in here, 360, and then click it again, right click, keyframe, and now it'll rotate 360. Do you like that little animation, John?
Sorry, do it again, I wasn't watching.
So professional, John, so professional. That animation there.
Sorry, do it again, I wasn't watching.
There you
Sorry,
go.
do it again, I wasn't watching.
John, how do you know I did? How do you know I did it if you weren't watching? Anyway, I shouldn't really be.
Just kept replaying.
I shouldn't have to explain this to you, but I will anyway. Click the size tool. Here are the scale options. Right click, key selected, move along the time bar, scale up in the scale that you want, and then key selected again. So now what happens is this. Woo! Yeah. Right, I'll delete that before John comes up with any puns. Well, that's pretty much for keyframing. But I will quickly show you how I actually did my little ninja animation. First I made a cube, sized it up, moved it up.
Oh,
Go away!
and you call me unprofessional? Get out.
John, I have to be on Skype so I can talk to you.
You can go invisible.
I am invisible. Go to freeze transformations. Funny John. Key selected. 20. Move it along. Key selected. Move it along.
I'm pretty sure there's a quicker way of doing this. Remember Tony saying something, you just have to press one of the buttons on the keyboard and it does all of that automatically for you.
Yes, no, John, you have to create those yourself.
Maybe I was thinking of something else.
Yeah, in underwear. Delete that keyframe. Move that back. Sorry, I forgot to key select them all. Key selected. Scroll on the bar. Move them across and up. Key selected. And then what I did is I went back to the second keyframe, so click where the second keyframe is on the bar, and then I went to rotate in the Z axis, right click keyframe, and then I went to the end keyframe of the movement, which was 40, and then I typed in 360, and then right click keyframe, and this is what happens. And that is how I did my little ninja animation. Well, that's the end of this tutorial. This was keyframing.
Short and sweet.
Yep, it was short and sweet because keyframing is as simple as it gets. Even John can understand it.
Just got straight to it. That was good.
Yep. Right, that's the end from me. Anything to say, John?
Yeah. We need 50 subscribers, and we only have one person, so...
Actually, we have two now. We have 2 subscribers. And you know who you are. We have two subscribers.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. If you do, find this video and watch it to the end, because you find us hilarious and informative, then, subscribe, because, you can, and then you will.
And remember, these are the basic tutorials. I am actually going into an advanced series later on after I finish the basics, where I'll show advanced modelling techniques and how I make guns and houses.
Everyone makes guns, apparently. Anyway, yeah, that's good. We've got another 2 tutorials to do, so you're in for a treat.
Yeah, we got 2 tutorials to do today. So, see you later.
Yay.